This is a presentation over project-based and problem-based learning. The topic is going to apply to two types of lessons, project-based and problem-based. In each of the lessons, the students will be focusing on the four C's: critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. The topic for the lesson will be focusing on students planning a trip to travel around the world. The student will choose 5 different places to go. This will allow the students to be engaged in self-direct learning and will make them feel in charge of the lesson. Students will focus on geography, measurements, culture, budgeting, planning, and math skills. This topic will allow cross-curriculum learning to be done. The project-based learning approach allows students to define their own goals so they understand and are encouraged in the learning process. This project will occur over the course of weeks to complete the multiple steps of the project. The lesson will be student-focused and not teacher or lecture-focused. The teacher will be there to guide the students. For this project, the students will pick 5 locations they want to travel to. The students will use geography skills, the tool, Tour Creator, and reading and writing skills. Then the students will determine what transportation to take, which will allow the students to use their math, problem solving, and real world solution skills. The students will then determine where to stay, what to eat, and where to sightsee. The students will use their budgeting, critical thinking, geography, and research and math skills. Once the students have created their trip, they will use the tool to describe their trip to their classmates. This topic of planning a trip could also be looked at through problem-based learning. Problem-based learning is done through the teacher creating a scenario that encourages thinking, discussion, research, and learning for real-world outcomes. The students are given a problem and will try to solve it through critical thinking, collaboration, and research. Students will solve the problem using any tools and information they would like to use. The scenario for this topic would be that the senior class is taking a trip overseas to visit 5 different places. The district is giving each student a maximum budget of $4,000. It is up to the student to create a trip that is the least expensive, including transportation, room and board, and sightseeing. Project-based learning should be where students are researching complex and challenging real-world issues through inquiry-based learning, use of knowledge across curriculum, and 21st century skills. Project-based learning involves students creating a real-world project involving multiple curriculums. Problem-based learning involves students investigating a problem and creating multiple solutions while using multiple tools. Both types of learning are very important to implement inside the classroom to encourage critical thinking and teaching students how to solve real-world projects and problems.